Okay, people. So now it's December 13th, 2018, about 8:15 p.m. West Coast time. So I'm working on nonprofit. Nobody can say I didn't try, people. Serious. Working on the web pages. That's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to show you what I've done. And I'm going to show you what I need to do next. All right. So for 2 days, I was working on the minutes page. Hold on a minute. Hello? I would think so, but I'm kind of doing it live here, so. Yeah, I'll look. Okay, bye.
Can I have some of these cheesies?
Yes, Andre.
Thank you.
Anyway, I'm just making this quick. I'm assuming that this is still working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just flip it over and I'm going to show you what I did. Okay. I did the minutes. Let's see here. Okay. Well, anyway. I have another browser on. Oh, God. I'm just showing you what I did. I worked on this for 2 days because I messed it up yesterday, like big time. And then I had to fix it, and I couldn't fix it. But in the end, I did. That's basically what I did. What I had before, I really liked it. I actually had other things in here, but I don't got time to be fooling around. So I'm just updating here. That's what I'm doing. I'm just updating. So this will be uploaded to my website after I do a few more pages. This is page 2. So we've done page 2. We've put on the board of directors. We've started some the beginning of links. I think the way I'm going to do it is eventually I'm just going to break them, like go right down to the bottom and then just start another row. And then when you click on, these will be active links as I upload PDF files. So you just click on the year that you want to read in terms of minutes or whatever it is, that annual general meeting or a general meeting or whatever it is, right? And then because there's vision behind the nonprofit, there's lots of years you can go, right? So you can do another row and another row and another row. So that's the first stages of that. And since I've done that, now what I'm going to do is I am going to get into page 3 and 4. And let's see, what is this one? Okay, so I showed you that. This is, last time this was updated, January 19, 2012. That's when the last time it was updated. That's when it was probably created, pretty much around that time, because I was still kind of working on program development. And this is one of the first state trust accounts for the United States, right? It was promoting it out in the Florida area and Louisiana and that type of thing. And it's to do with waterways and whatnot. So I'm going to work on this, and because this is old now, right? This one is here, old. If I show you, all right, this one probably will be fine. See, this one's better. Where are we? There. See, it has pretty much all the new links in it, right? Except for it doesn't have the collection box, and the collection box should be here. I don't think this one has it. Nope, it does not have it. But on the minutes page, wait a minute. No, it's not there. But this is the part in here. This part, that's the part I want to put on the next page that I'm going to work on. Right, and I've already started. Where did I start? I don't know. I don't know what I got going here. Okay, well, I'm just walking you through what I'm doing here in terms of, peace. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just wrap my head around this. It's very hard working on web pages when you're just not motivated to do it, right? But I kind of have to do it. So, well, it's not kind of, I do have to do it. So I'm going to be working on 2 pages between now, starting now. I've already started. We're going to work on the Lucy the Phoenix Fund for the United States. And then we're going to work on this one right here, which is going to be a new page. And what I did is I copied and pasted the this part from the minutes page because it's all pretty much up to date. As far as I know, the majority of these links work, as far as I know. Some of them are like old school, connected to some page I haven't edited since 2008. Some of them got broken links, but I don't got time to go through it all. So here, what's happening here is, well, you can't see it there. Here, in this little section here, I am going to create a new page now, and I'm going to put it under the collection box. This is what I'm going to work on tomorrow, and I'm just getting ready, right? This is my beginning of. So I'm going to keep this because it has all the links. These are all active. Everything's active, right? Those, they're not perfect, but they're there. These are all links, right? This, okay. This links into YouTube. This links into pages, right? That links into another page. This down here used to be a form, but I couldn't run it. It was I got spam bop, 10,000 spam bops in less than 24 hours. We're spanning the message board. So in the end, we decided just to close it off, right? Because I just couldn't manage it. So if somebody ever wants to manage a message board, it's there, right? It's easy enough to reactivate it. But the link itself is broken, right? You can see. So after it's all said and done, one day I'll make another page. And so when you click onto it, it can talk about whatever. And then again, if somebody wants to manage the page, then we can reactivate it, right? But for now, my goal is 5 pages at least. And I'm already done with basically 2, so that's not so bad. And this one's going to be the fun one. Oops. I don't know what I did there. Oh. Open. We don't want that one. We want this one. Okay. So, being that everything is pretty much there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new page for my outfits, and I'm going to list them under this scroll down bar, right? Because some of them I'll probably put up for sale. Now, whether I sell them or not it remains to be seen, right? It's not a priority. It hasn't been, because some of that stuff has been made since like 2005, if not later than that. And, it needs to be altered in terms of shortened or whatever, right? Or who knows. Point is I'm going to be making a web page featuring just a couple of videos that I just made. And, okay. And, some pictures of the outfits that I have, and I don't have a lot of time, so as long as we get it ready, and then before I upload the pages that I worked on, I'll make sure I'll go back and I'll put like Peeps Fashions in here, so that when you get there, That's kind of like, it's kind of like a monetary situation where if something sells on that particular page, I can make a donation or whatever to the foundation or whatever, right? My service provider said it's just for me, for what I need it for, it's just better just to make my own page, get a PayPal link, and just add it onto the website somewhere in there versus getting a merchant's account with the shopping cart and all this other crap, right? Because, it's complicated. And for what I'm doing at this point, those things have been hanging, a lot of them have been hanging up in Uncle John's room from since 2005, and we're in 2013, 18. That's like 13 years, people. Don't they look like they're brand new? And they are brand new, right? But besides that point, so that's what I'm kind of looking forward to that. So what's going to happen here in terms of making the page, right? Because it's, you get to be creative. So I'm gonna change the blue. Technically, the background should be white, but I don't have time to be fooling around with everything. Now, mind you, I will change the blues. I will change them to a different color. So once I change them to a different color, I may go into a white background. However, I do not personally like white backgrounds. If you notice, the majority of my pages are all black. I prefer them as a backdrop versus a white, right? But I may incorporate tables with the white, right, in there, and then import the pictures, and then maybe have the videos, tucked in on the body of the page, right, where it's completely all black. So that's what I'm going to work on tomorrow. In addition to, so this would be the Peeps Fashion one. In addition to, I'm going to work on 2 tomorrow. Where is it? Is this the one? No, I don't know. Ooh. U.S. Student Exchange would be a good one to work on too, because, I'm working for the federal trademark in the United States of America. So I may work on that one. Let's see what that one looks like. Ooh. Let's see. Hold on. That's what it looks like. Slightly different. Are you still watching? Hold on. Oh, yeah, you are. Okay, so let's bring that back up. When was the last time I worked on this page? See, when you have so much to say and you don't know how to say it, it gets kind of, I don't know. Anyway, the last time I worked on this page was October 16th of 2012, right? This is a different message board through Dippy Forms, which, again, if somebody wants to manage it, I'm sure it's still available. I just don't manage it. I don't have time. And if you notice here, watch on YouTube, embedded videos are no longer available. Let's see if we can go onto YouTube and watch this video. Oh, wait. Maybe I have to go into the browser. I haven't looked at this in a long time. I should probably update this. Let's see. Let's see what we get. All right. What's the MIDI on this one? There's my MIDIs. I actually got another one running in the background. And that's why you hear 2 different noises. So we'll just turn it off for now. You don't need it. Let's see. Well, it plays there. That's my son playing football. That's what that is. My oldest son. Or was it my youngest son? Both my sons played. My oldest son was more determined. My younger son just went along with it because my older son wanted it. It wasn't necessarily his choice of sport. Anyway, so that appears to be working. So we'll see. Bear 54. I think that's my youngest son. And then, so I don't know what I'm going to do in here, but if you can see, I'm a little sparse on things. I don't have the national movement, the 1 million flash movement for the fundraiser. I don't have the fundraiser on a national scale in terms of Canada. I don't have the Americans ones, right? I don't have the collection box, right? I don't have the lawyer and family fund, right? I don't have the link in for the family form. So, excuse me. So you can see, if I was to work on this page, I'd have to like incorporate all that, what I just talked about, into there. And currently I really don't have that much time. So I probably won't work on this page. I'll work on the state trust account one. That's a little more easier to manage versus this one, because I like, see, and here's a mistake. You can see it right there. Can you see that? That big ass gap? It should be tight like that. It should be nice and tight, nice and tight, nice and tight, but there's a big gap. That disturbs me. So that needs to be fixed. And then once you fix that, then you got to bring in all the other links that are on other pages, because I like to keep my pages kind of like, because I have so many of them, and I don't see why I can't keep them kind of like different once in a while in terms of when you open up the page, right? So versus it looking like that, just imagine the other links built in, which at some point I can do. You can you can what do you call it? Have it like that. But I don't necessarily want them all like that. From page to 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 page. I got something like 45 pages, people, by the time it's all said and done. And I'm adding on more pages. Right? Like, look at this. Check this one out. There's 50 states in the United States of America. So you got 50 more pages just coming in with that, because every state will eventually get its own page. So that as the nonprofit spreads out, you'd click on the state that you're interested in knowing what's happening in regards to how the nonprofit is working in partnership with whoever they're working in partnership with. This one hasn't been updated since February 17th of 2013. You say Pennsylvania, right? You just click it on and that would take you to a whole brand new page. And then it would kind of relate to everything that's going on in that state, right? Along with the state trust accounts that are licensed out through the foundation, because that's what the federal trademark allows to happen, right? And then this way you can build in transparency and accountability and predictability, and that was the idea anyway, right? And then these ones here look like they're pretty good, except I don't see the family form. So at some point I'd have to like include that in here. So maybe this one I should probably update, right? Because I have to send specimens to the United States of America. So I don't know. Like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know. I've never done that before. But so anyway, hold on a minute. I'm going to put it on me. Okay. So I'm going to get off here. I just wanted to show you what I'm working on. Let me just see. Let me see if anybody's there. 3 people watching. It is a lot of work. It is. It's just a good thing that I can still kind of remember how to do it. Right? Yesterday was a bad day. I had everything all nice for the minutes, and I had an extra section in there for the youth committee and that type of thing. And there was this little blue line in there, and it went around, and I didn't like it. And Tisha says, "Oh, just leave it. It looks really good. Don't worry, just right." And I'm like, "No, I got to get rid of this little line. This shouldn't be blue. Why is it blue?" And the next thing you know, everything's all getting contorted and twisted, and I just couldn't get the tags right. I just couldn't. And then I got up this morning, and for about 4 hours, I just couldn't get anything right. And then I said, "The heck with it. I'm going to go back to cleaning the house or doing whatever." And I came back, and I just went for the most simplest route possible. And I didn't get to put in the part for the committee, for the youth committee, right? But that's okay. The point is I've got it now ready to go for upload in the next 5 days, and I've got the next couple of pages all figured out in terms of what I'm going to work on tomorrow, because tomorrow I have to go on to my other computer and I have to, I guess, crop pictures. I have to crop pictures. Now I have to remember again, right? This is the thing. You don't work with the programs for a while, you forget, right? So I got to go and get into Paint Shop Pro, right? That's a different program, right? And some other editing program that I have on my other computer, and click the mouse 1,000 times just to crop the pictures down so that I can get them onto the page that I'm going to work on tomorrow. And then I'm going to link it into the collection box area, because from that drop down bar, it can actually generate a little bit of money based on a sale of a costume. And then I take a couple dollars and I put it towards the foundation as a donation from that sale, right? Which is what I used to do in the past. I used to sell my costumes and then I would make a donation to the foundation. And that's how I ended up securing the trademark, right, at one point. So, and then after I'm done my yard this year, right, with all the bricklaying and the painting and whatever else I want to do out there, right, for the most part, then I'm going to get back into hopefully a little bit of sewing, right, hopefully, right, and just make some underpiece sets and just simple lingerie, or I don't know. I like working with sequins when I get into that stuff. I like beads, and you know, I make those outfits that are lifers. You can swing them around, you can bang them up on something, you could toss them on the floor, you can stomp on them, you can wash them 50 times in a wash. Well, now I wouldn't necessarily recommend washing, what do you call those things, sequins in a wash machine, but you know what I mean by lifer, right? Those things don't fall apart, right? They're made to last. So whatever the women that buy these things choose to use it for, that's their business. It has nothing to do with me. I just know what I like to do when I'm actually doing it in terms of sewing, right? Yeah, quality. Exactly. So I really do miss sewing with the sequins. Oh, I used to enjoy it. I used to have this table that, oh God, I have it, but it's drooping now. And it's missing like 2 leaves or something, because it used to go like, I could roll out a bolt of fabric and have like 5 meters on this table. And then I'd have like 3 to 4 different dressmaking forms. And I'd work with what I'd be working in terms of like the bolts of fabric, like, 2 bolts of fabric, because you can merge fabric together, right? Right. And making outfits with 3 or 4 different dressmaking forms, and so that when you're working with that fabric, you pretty much make it all up at one time, right? And then each outfit is different, so it's not making it in multiple with the same color, right? You're making 4 or 5 different outfits from 2 bolts of fabric that nobody else has by the time the product is finished, right? So the girls, they used to really like that stuff, And sometimes I take my kids shopping with me, right? And my girls, and Sierra, this was back in the day, right? When things were better for my family. And Sierra would say, oh, mom, buy this fabric. And it was like this, oh, what was it? It was like, I think it was green. It was a green kind of a sheer fabric that had these huge strawberries on them, right? And it was like sheer, right? And I'm like, you really want me to buy that fabric? She goes, oh yeah, buy that fabric, come on, mom. And I'm like, okay, I'll buy the fabric. And sure enough, I started making something with that fabric. I'll tell you, people, I took that outfit after, and what I did is I made these beautiful bell bottom pants, like a wide bell that came like from the hip right down, and they were nice, right? And whatever little top I had that had tied up in the front, and then of course the underpieces and whatnot. And I'll tell you, the girls were fighting over it. They were fighting over it. They wanted more. There was maybe one other little outfit, because I didn't buy a lot of that fabric. I only bought like 3 meters or something, right? Versus 10, right? Or a whole bolt, right? And yeah, so hold on a minute. Actually, I'm going to just hold on a minute. Hello? So that was a hang up call. So yeah, beautiful fabrics. You know, I miss sewing, and it's a good thing I still remember how to do this stuff, right? In terms of, hold on.
Oh my god.
Hello? Yeah, he must have. I didn't see his car. Okay. Yeah. Did you just call? Okay, bye. Okay, bye. So tomorrow, get up, get at it, right? That's tonight. I'm kind of tired, so I accomplished the goal. I got the minutes page done. It's not exactly what I wanted, but it's good. And I've got my sights on 2 other pages, moving into the 3rd page. And tomorrow's the big one with the outfits and the videos that I did in terms of cropping pictures, having to embed videos. There's probably new code because, again, you've seen how through the years the internet changes from 2012, what you could embed in terms of a video back then necessarily that code doesn't necessarily work today in 2018. So of course I'm going to have to do a little bit of research and see if I can find the right code, right? In terms of, like, you know, when you click on the page, you can see the video kind of there without those words. And there are different codes, right? And again, each browser reads codes differently. So that's all I'm going to do, people. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to do. You know, I'm trying to stay motivated. Seriously, it is so hard. It is so hard doing this right now. But, you know, I'm under pressure, right? I've got, what, 7 more days? 7 days. Do you think I can meet the deadline and make 3 or 4 more pages in the next 7 more days? If I put my mind to it, right? And then I have to upload them, but uploading them shouldn't be a problem, right? It's just a matter of transferring files, and then one kicks out and the other one goes in, right? So that's pretty good. And then when I phone the federal government in the United States, they're pretty good there. I like talking to Americans. They've got that beautiful, heavy accent, right? And the women are so nice on the phone, like so nice, right? And you can really hear the American accent. And so they'll help me walk through the actual paperwork in terms of, well, I'm hoping, right? Technically, I've got till December 26th, Boxing Day. So I don't know. They must be open. We'll see. All right. So I'm going to leave it at that. Have yourself a good night. Right? Peace out.